Hey guys, Doug and Jody Firebaugh. Welcome again to a video training on social media. And what an honor it is to absolutely be here with you today. What we're going to do is we're going to go over something I think is going to be quite interesting for you. It's going to be called the psychology of social media, the 7 A's of social media marketing. And one of the things about social media is there's definitely a psychological aspect, if you will, about it. And over the last 4 years, I've been diligently researching, learning, connecting, talking, doing all the things necessary in order to build a social media marketing practice. I've been, quietly observing a lot of different folks in social media, from Chris Brogan to Robert Scoble, Brian Clark of Copyblogger, Darren Rouse of ProBlogger, Mari Smith of Facebook fame, Shama Hyder, and the list, folks, is almost endless. Now, how do they operate, and what do they do and say? And, of course, there are hundreds more in the social media arena that could be listed, a ton more that are really good. But I've learned an immense amount of good stuff from each. It's been an interesting education, and it's kind of interesting to look back and see exactly where we started and today where we are, as far as not only on Twitter and Facebook, but, all the other places as well that we are. We're on probably over 200 different social sites. It's been kind of like going back to school. And I found that psychology plays a huge part in the social media marketing world. Now, in marketing, folks, marketing is very simple. It's you got a message and you want to get out to the public. And it doesn't matter what kind of message you have. Social media marketing is growing, is going to be one of the fastest growing marketing venues probably, if not now, within the next 24 months. And the social traffic that you can drive to your website is staggering. And also, psychology plays a bigger part than most people realize due to the newness of social media and the power behind its capabilities. They're what I call Tier 1 social media rock stars. And, I don't know whether I agree with social media rock star or not, but that's the term used by everyone today. So they're Tier 1, quote-unquote, rock stars. But then there are Tier 2 participants. And the participants are one on Facebook and Twitter and Blogger and WordPress and LinkedIn and Fast Pitch Networking and MySpace and all the other Web 2.0 zones. These are the ones that participate in it on a daily basis. And these two, quote-unquote, social media zones, Tier 1 and Tier 2, are interesting to observe from a marketing process and also from a human standpoint. Let's take a look at the social media rock stars. These are the ones that, for whatever reason, really, truly have gotten out there. And they're the ones that have really made it happen. Now, what did they do in order to create that? What is it that they did? We have found there are three things that these quote-unquote rock stars did consistently, continually, and radically. Number one, great content. One of the most powerful things about all of these social media rock stars is the fact that they have fabulous content, something that people dearly love. People are attracted to it. They virally market it, and it's something that realistically that people want to read, people want to listen to, and people want to see. Recently, Chris Brogan had a video out saying, hey, wherever I'm at, please come and talk to me because I want to meet you. That's what make these social media people, these rock stars, if you will, people want to be, quote-unquote, connected to them. Why? Because of the content. Because the second thing is, and the number one, obviously, is radical content. Number two is a consistent message. Not only do they have content, but it's a consistent message that they're marketing. And it is a message, just like your message has to be consistent and constant, the same message over and over and over again. That's how Copyblogger Brian Clark has branded himself. That's how Darren Rouse, ProBlogger, has branded himself. That's how a lot of other quote-unquote social media rock stars have branded themselves. Consistent message. And it's something, not only quality of content, but consistent message. Those are two huge things. But the third thing is continual visibility. Continual visibility. Those are the three things that you need. If you want to be a social media rock star, those are the three things that you're going to have to do in order to be able to facilitate a real, let's just say, rock star status. Not that I would agree with that or not, but that's what they're calling it. I prefer just social media person of influence. They're influencers. So you got good quality content, you've got a consistent message, and you've got continual visibility. The quality content is going to draw people towards you on your blogs, on your podcast, on your videos, on your notes on Facebook or MySpace, or on your tweets on Twitter. It's a constant, great content. The second, obviously, again, is a consistent message. You've got to brand your message into the marketplace, because if you don't do that, then you won't be taken seriously. And the third thing, obviously, is continual visibility. And many people have figured it out that continual visibility, you can do that on a blog. You can do it through ping.fm. You can do it through many other areas as well. But you want to be out there all the time visually, whether you automate it or whether you take the time to realistically get on a lot of different social sites. It's up to you. And that's why that if you want to be a Tier 1 social media rock star, then those are the three things that you really, truly need. And guys, this is not rocket science. It's great content. It's a great message and continual, very high-profile visibility. And if you do that, then the content will draw people to you. Your consistent message will hook them and connect them to your message to where they look forward to it and they start talking about you. Then your consistent visibility is just going to brand your message, your content, your profile, your persona into the marketplace. Then you're going to move from a Tier 2 participant to eventually a social media influencer. And understand, these two social media zones are interesting because anybody can become an influencer in this arena. It's up to you. So this is Doug and Jody Firebaugh with socialmediablogster.com. And guys, we want to just say thank you so much for listening to this. And we not only have the socialmediablogster.com, but we also have socialmediatrainingnetwork.com, which is a training network which literally will teach you and train you about social medias from the very beginning all the way to the advanced stuff. This is Doug and Jody Firebaugh, socialmediablogster.com, guys, and this has been Social Media Marketing.